Well, thank you, Clive, and thank you all for coming. It's greatly appreciated as we celebrate 25 years. I must admit, 25 years ago, I did not expect to be stood here today. Certainly not talking to a group of people like yourselves. What we're trying to do today is just to share a little bit of the story of Ferry Project and our work in the town. And let me say right at the very beginning that we have only been able to do what we've been able to do because of the work that all of you have done with us. We have worked with many of you in many different ways, and it is in partnership that we've truly achieved anything. So thank you, and I can honestly say that if not everybody in the room, most of you have been involved in this story and have played your part. Let's start then back in 1990s, late 1990s. And at that time, I was a school teacher. I was married to my wife, who sat over controlling the computer. We had 5 young children, and it was Christmas Day. And on Christmas Day, I do the cooking. So I was cooking the Christmas dinner, and I was preparing vegetables, and I was in my kitchen, and I was peeling potatoes. And as a Christian, I believe God speaks to me, and as I was peeling the potatoes, I felt guilty. And so I simply prayed, why? Why today? Why now? Why am I feeling guilty? The church had been working with homeless people for a couple of years by this time, and I felt challenged at that moment. I could hear my children playing in the lounge with their grandparents and with Anna, and they were enjoying themselves. There was carols on the radio. I was cooking food, and there was an abundance of food. And as I was doing it, I basically felt guilty. I realized that there were lots of people who were not in the position I was in. And in fact, I knew some of them. And I couldn't let go of the fact that something needed to change. Something needed to happen. So I felt God challenged me, well, what are you going to do about it? And I said, I can't. I don't know how to. I don't know what to do. I don't know, how would I feed my children? What would I do if I got involved in this? How would it impact my life? And so my initial response was to say no. But I just could not get out of my heart the people who I knew who were in need. And I felt God say to me, well, with me, you can. So I said, begrudgingly, okay, I'll give it a try. I don't know where this will go. You take it. 25 years ago. And here we are today. And the Ferry Project is what came out of that conversation and that challenge to me. And what's now, for the rest of this time together, you'll hear different stories, different bits about where we went. And then I've got the pleasure of finishing off where I'll be able to tell you a bit more. Thank you.